Good evening, liquidity fader traders, and welcome to this weekend's Forex update. I hope you've all had a good week in the markets. There's one main trade from last week which we highlighted on Monday night, and that was the one on the euro pound. As you can see right here, the euro pound's actually already hit its profit target, so you're actually out of that one already there. But if you were lucky enough to have taken that one, it was a very good opportunity for reasons that we spoke about on Monday. Obviously, we got a nice clear break through this lower price support over here. The market then closed back above it, and it didn't just close back above it in sort of like a small way. It was a quite powerful candle over there that closed back above that level. Then we said that obviously the only problem is that we're going to have this level over here at the 8229 as a first danger zone, but we keep an eye on it, maybe take a smaller position size, and then look for the second danger zone over here. And as you can see, the market went and got that second danger zone really quite easily, pretty much on the next day of entry. So that was that for the euro pound. At the moment now, there's nothing really there that we're looking at as far as the euro pound's concerned. Obviously, if it comes back down to this level again, then we may entertain another entry at that level, but right now that's off of the radar. And we've got a few other trades that we're looking at, one being the Australian CAD. Well, actually, the Australian CAD is an entry already. We got the liquidity fade on the Aussie CAD and the Euro CAD on the close of Friday. So what we're waiting to look at right now is just to make sure the market opens around this level here. As long as it opens around this level and doesn't gap down significantly, I'm going to be looking to take this one short with the stop above at 10 pips above there. So you got the 10058, so somewhere around 10070 is where the stop's going to be. The first real danger zone, obviously we've got this guy over here, but we're pretty much opening at that. So the first danger zone we're going to have our eye on is this one over here. If we can get below that level, this is kind of like a minor one, but there wasn't really too much of a reaction to that level. The next place we'll be looking at is this level down here. So if the market can get down to here with no problem, then we'll be looking to take it down to the second one, which is at the 98.20. So potentially quite a good risk reward trade on the table there. Just going to wait to see how it opens up in a few hours time. I'm going to jump over to the Euro CAD before I jump over to the Aussie dollar, because the Euro CAD is pretty much a carbon copy of the Aussie CAD in the sense that it gave a signal to enter on Friday night. As you can see over here, it wasn't quite as negative a close a candle as the Aussie CAD, but it's still quite a big level all the same. Now obviously we've got this very big trend with us over here, so this isn't the one thing that we're fighting against. However, the one thing that we do like about this is that we get quite a strong piercing through this level, and it's not just the Euro CAD that's doing this, it's the Aussie CAD as well. So Canadian dollar across the board is showing the same sort of price action there. So be looking to get into this if this stays in the same area. First danger zone is going to be this trouble area over here. Okay, but that's obviously quite close by. I mean, you probably got sort of like a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio on the table, but the real level that we're going to be looking at is sort of this zone over here. And the reason I say zone is because we got this high over here, which is a minor one, and then we got the lows below there. But if we kind of say target towards the 150,000 level, we've got a round number. We've got some previous resistance. We've also got some ports in there. So that's all around quite a good level to take profit at if we can get below this level over here. So that's the Aussie CAD and the Euro CAD. We've then got a few potentials on the table in the Aussie dollar, the Euro franc, dollar franc, and dollar yen. I'll show you those just as soon as the charts load up. So the Aussie dollar is this level over here. The market's been playing with it. We haven't got a liquidity fade through this level yet, but it is something that we're keeping our eye on now because of the price action we've had at this level now, where it's kind of going sideways here. We are going to require a bit of a move up and quite a clear pierce through in order to make this attractive for us, but it is something that is on our radar. So we'll wait to see how that sets up next week. We'll then jump over to the Euro franc, and the Euro franc is something that we've been looking at for weeks and weeks and weeks, as you know, because we've got, well, first of all, we're trading at a very big level from a fundamental perspective, because we know that the Swiss National Bank are behind us with this particular trade here. The market threatened a few weeks ago to come down to this level here. It then bounced away, providing sort of like a minor sort of lower price support there. But to be honest with you, this is the big level, the 121.65. That's the level that we're looking at. This one here is minor. Really and truly, we're going to wait for the market to come to us. We're not going to chase a trade, okay? That's number one rookie mistake right there. We wait for the market to come to us. And if it can break through this level there and give us a liquidity fade, we'll be looking to take this one and ride it up, certainly to this level over here, which would be the first danger zone, and then possibly up to this sort of level up here at the 122.60. But that one hasn't set up as of yet. It's just one that we've got our eye on at the moment. The dollar franc, another one which just seems like we've been talking about this one forever. Literally the last 3, maybe even 4 or 5 weeks, we've been looking at the dollar franc to come down to this level here. It's threatened on a few occasions. It gave sort of like a lower price support over here. Threatened to give us sort of like a head and shoulders type pattern to trade to the upside. But didn't do that. It's now broken through it, and we're now got our eyes on at the 88 level. So the 88.00 level. If we can get down there, we can get a liquidity fade at this level here. We'd be looking to take this to the upside. Obviously, you've got this level over here, the 88.33, but to be honest with you, that's pretty minor. The real first danger zone is going to be this one over here at 89. So if we can get in there somewhere close to 88, that's a 100 pip target. Hopefully with a relatively short stop, we should be able to get a pretty good risk reward trade on the table there. The final one that we're looking at is the dollar yen. Dollar yen, if we can bring this up very quickly. Dollar yen, as you can see, we're looking at this lower price support over here. So if the market can come down to this level, give us a liquidity fade at that level, we'd be quite happy to take that one long. The dollar yen is one that we've been long for a long time. So we've actually since all the way, this is where we started to trade this to the long side, all the way from back here. So when we get the break up above 80.67 and this one over here at the 82.86, we've been very bullish, the dollar yen. Purely, not just from a technical perspective, but from a fundamental perspective. So this one here has the fundamentals behind it as well. So we're just going to wait to see if the market can come down to this level, give us an opportunity to buy the dollar yen at a cheaper price, at a bargain price. Then we'd be looking to trade it to the upside. Now, as far as danger zones go, you could say that you've got one over here. It's very minor. This sort of level over here is something that you'd want to keep your eye on. But really and truly, we'd be looking to get up to at least the 102.97. And if we can get through that, up to the 103.97. So we've got quite a lot of scope there for a good risk reward trade on the table there. We just need to wait to see if it sets up. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this week. I hope you've all got some good value out of it, some good ideas. Remember, as always, it's for educational purposes only. None of this is investment advice. You all have to do your own due diligence. You all need to do your own analysis and make the decisions for yourselves. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and until the next week's video, speak to you soon and good trading.